Welcome to another video by Happy Place Creations, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to do this new mold, and these are shakers. We fill in the mold, then we turn them out, pull them out, and then we fill in this middle section with all these little goodies, and then it becomes a shaker. So we have a bunny, a bear, a cell phone. That looks like a game system and another type of cell phone. So it looks like we have some game systems and cell phones. Teddy bear and a bunny. So let's get started. So first what we have to do is we have to pour our base. And with that, I need to pour some resin, mix some resin, excuse me. And I'm going to be right back after I get it mixed. Be back in a blink. All right, I have the resin all mixed up. And I've decided to go with purple. This is Pizzazz. I'm not sure if that's what it was from the person I got it from, but she's gone out of business now. And I've also decided to add this iridescent white. So I'm going to spray it with some mold release. That also helps with bubbles. I'm getting it all over my table. I'll let that sit for a minute while we mix up our resin. And it looks like I haven't even opened this one yet. Oops, I didn't grab my trash can. Well, it looks like I'm in my new viewing area. I hope this is good for everyone. Please don't mind the stain on my sweater, as I don't use good clothes to work with resin. Because resin goes everywhere. And those of you that works with resin knows that. So any of you that's thinking about getting into resin, you might want to grab some old clothes when you are beginning. Or even when you're not a beginner, you know how it goes everywhere. It looks like you got that one fairly good. Mix this in with it, just to give it a little pizzazz. See? Just to give it a little pizzazz. Christmas is coming. This would make a great stocking stuffer. If anybody would like some in a particular color, just give me a shout. Oh yeah, that's going to be nice and sparkly. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of this though. You can mix it any way you like, any color you like. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'll do up some of these in different colors, and I will put them in my eBay store for any of you that might be interested in some in a different color. Alrighty, let's get pouring. We'll start with the bunny first. Let that settle and come back to it. We'll go to the bear next. Let that settle and come back to it. This one looks like a cell phone. Oops, I got a little bit of a spill. It's not a problem. Oops, I didn't put it on a tray so I could move it to my heat mat. I think I mixed up too much. That's okay. I will find something to do with this. And we're just going to spruce it with alcohol. Let me see if I filled them enough. Whoops. Button the wrong way. I'm just going to go around my edge real slow. Trying not to overflow, which I just did. It means I need a smaller device. Let me clean these edges up. And you know what? A toothpick works just as well. Just take a toothpick. Don't push hard because you don't want to scratch your mold. You just want to eliminate those bubbles. We want to go to the outside and the inside of this little pouch. And that's all you want to do. Now I'm going to finish up doing that. And as soon as these are cured, I will be back and we will go to the next step. I will see you in a blink. All right, I am back and they are cured. And it's time for the magic. And here's our little bunny. This is a little cell phone or game system. Here's a little teddy bear. Here's our cell phone. It looks like either a phone or a game, maybe an old style phone. So this must be, yeah, a game system. Alrighty. So we will go with this one. Clean up my edges. This is a deburring tool that I'm using. Just smooths down the edges and gets rid of those pesky spillovers. It's best to do while it's still somewhat soft before it fully cures. How has everybody been since I was away? For you, it's a second. For me, it's hours. I think I got them all. Let's get my teddy bear a little bit better. Alrighty. Clean up the mess, and we will be in business. Don't need that sticking to our resin. Okay. Well, let's just start with the bear. Okay, what we need now, this is a very thick cellophane. Very thick. And what we do is we cut pieces. I've already gone ahead and cut a few. This one is for the bear. What you do is you cut a piece to cover the opening, like so. But before we can put that on, we got to get our insides put together. Well, let's see. What do we want to put in there? Some smiley faces. Put a few smiley faces in there. Some butterflies. And these are clay pieces, in case you're wondering. I'll put in a few little flowers. I'm sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm doing. Little flowers. Big ones and little ones. Bunch of little ones right there. And these are little clay animals. Obviously, I can't put everything in there, so let's see. want things to stand out. Well, you get the idea. Whoop, I'm sorry, I'm not used to my camera placement anymore. There we go, see? And then we put this over the top of it, and it becomes a shaker. If we choose to put liquid in it, that is another option. Just size up your piece of stick cellophane. First, I have a couple holes I want to fill. It's not whole holes, it's in the mold itself. So let's see. And I need to grab some color, and I wasn't thinking. This is strictly decorative purposes. So I'm going to grab a color, and I will be right back in a blink. All right, I have chosen Cast and Craft opaque white pigment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of this container, and I'm going to put it in the hole where I want it. Looks like a hair. Yep. I'm just filling in the decorative holes that was giving this accent. And then I will cure it with my light. Only takes a couple seconds, not a very big amount. But you do want to keep your cup away from your light because it will cure on you. Okay. Now for the cover. I need to get a second. I will be back in a second. I need to get something. For sake of camera time, I went ahead and filled in the white areas that I wanted filled in on the little phones and game systems and bunnies and teddy bears, and left the final one to show you how I've done it. As you saw before, I had my white mixed up, And I'm using my little device to fill in the hole where I want the color. And then I'm using my UV light to cure it. But while I had this little intermission, I dug out my UV light. So I'm going to turn around and put this in my UV light and let this cure. And while that one's curing, we're going to put the tops on these. So we were doing the teddy bear first. We just need some clear UV resin now, and I'm using J. Diction. It's a hard type. And I'll be using the same tool I used before to apply this hard silicone, cellophane. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this UV resin and I'm going to put it where I'm putting the cellophane, just around my edges. You don't need a lot, just put it on and spread it around. You want to make sure you get a good coating. You want to try not to have too much so it goes over the edge, because then it'll stick to your stuff inside. Just want to coat the edge real light. This is why I went ahead and filled in the holes ahead of time, because I knew I was going to go over them. Now you want to line up the cellophane. And then lightly press it down so that it sticks onto the UV resin. All the way around. And then you want to seal it in. You want to check it, make sure it's sticking down where you have it. And it looks like it is. I will put this in my UV light for longer, but that's how we make a shaker. Hear it? See it? I'm sorry, I'm shaking it too much, but that's how we make a shaker. Whoop. Looks like I got a little bit of a opening here. Good thing doesn't fill out. Back down there. There we go. And in that case, all we do is push her down and put some more. There's nothing that can't be fixed. Press real good. Try not to stick your fingernail to it. And there we go. We have our little shaker again. But that's how you make shakers. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on how to make shakers. And I thank you for joining me today. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. May your crafts turn out amazing. Please check out my eBay store linked in the description. You have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.